Stop it. And him. Oh, hello. Good evening. Good evening, you guys. I wanted to come and talk real quick while I straighten up my kitchen and get ready for bed, because I go to bed. I try to be in the bed by like at least 11 o'clock. And I'm going to hit the bed or hit the sack early tonight. Sometimes I'll wake up though. I'll go to sleep early and then I'll wake up like at 2 or 3 in the morning. But anyway, that's something that I'm like trying to change my sleep schedule, because I don't like vampire sleep schedule at all. I don't. Like, it literally, it's draining. Being on that schedule is draining in itself. And I promise that I will talk about psychic vampirism. I wrote down a lot of notes for it, and I'll be talking about that on the other channel. I just want to wait until the baby is asleep so that I can have some quiet or whatever, so that I can really explain it and dig into psychic vampirism. But right now I want to talk about people online who literally, in my opinion, they're almost like virtual reality. They don't even really exist to me. You ever deal with somebody online and like literally they're so fake that everything that makes you real, they talk about it. For example, let me give you a good example. Are real children that they attack and they come for. We have real children. You know why? Because we are wearing the scars, aren't we? We're wearing the stretch marks. I know when I had my firstborn, he completely wrecked my stomach, and I'm proud of it because that was me having a child. Now, I've noticed that some of these people that go around the internet, they seem to be very fake and fraudulent. And anybody that is real, it's almost like they exist either in another dimension or another realm, because it's almost unreal to think that a person would literally try to destroy your family. It's unreal, isn't it? And the fact that they can live with themselves, the fact that they don't even feel the need to apologize is very unreal. These are fake people, in my opinion. You know that your family is very, very real. Hello? You know that your family that you love is very, very real. These people are not. Okay, especially when you're thinking about trolls. Trolls are, in fact, trying to get energy. I have a troll right now that keeps texting my phone. This person needs energy. And I wrote down the definition of a psychic vampire, and that shit's gonna blow your minds. I should run upstairs and get my paper that I wrote it on. Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna go get that paper that I wrote this shit on. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, I need to write my jack-o'-lanterns tonight. All right. A psychic vampire, an energy vampire, is someone who cannot sustain their own energy or life force, so they feed off others who are at a higher energetic level. They are unhappy and struggle to find the joy within, so they seek it outside of themselves. So people that are generally unhappy You can tell if it's an energy vampire because they flock to people that they think have any sorts of happiness. That's a separate subject than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who actually, like, their life is literally virtual reality. The life that they want to live, they're not actually living that life. They're living something that is far more I mean, if you think that you got problems, if you think that your shit ain't right, it's some people on here that are completely fucked up. Like, I'm talking about so fucked up to the point where they don't want to live their own life. And when they see you living the life that you want to live, they're going to either find something wrong with that or they're going to have something to say about it. So some of these people are not real. Some of these people, you couldn't even possibly meet them in person because they're not even real people. That's the whole thing about it. I was like, whoa, this is insane. Like, when you see some people and you can just tell how fake they are. Like, everything is a front. Everything is a fraud. And these people are energy vampires. You know what they cause in people like me? They cause adrenal fatigue. It's actually what I'm going through right now. I'm not sick. I don't have cancer. It's adrenal fatigue. It's months and months and months and months and months of this person siphoning energy, pushing energy, causing stress to another human being. Okay? And I personally feel as though it's not just reality versus non-reality or fiction versus non-fiction. I believe this is a human versus a non-human. Okay, this is two different species, you know, and for some reason and I don't understand why people, and see, this is why I had to really crack down. And I can't talk about those people either. When I put that spell out there that says that if you talk about me, you're going to get sick, I meant that shit. Because guess what? You talking about me caused me stress, in particular if your family members do it. So this is why family members have got to be put in check. Okay? And you know who usually puts the family in check? Your mother, your father. These are the first line of defense for people. If you've got a weak mother or a weak father or a non-existent father, then the whole family and then others it extends out from the family will be able to feed off of you. And one way that they do it is by talking about you. That's one way that they do it. So there's a reason why witches, because of course somebody can say what they want to say. Yeah. Somebody, you know, people have their own free will. However, when you are talking about somebody, sometimes you're doing black magic on them. Sitting around the round table talking about somebody is in fact witchcraft. Constantly saying negative things about a person is in fact witchcraft. This is why nobody is allowed to sit on the phone and talk about me at all. This was the whole point of them doing it in the first place. Okay, so this is why witches have shut the fuck up spells. But it's not just that, like, it's because none of these people can discredit me. No one cares about that. The point is that it's not what they do in public, it's what they do behind closed doors that was really harming me. And a lot of people that know me know exactly what I'm talking about. And hit dogs always holler because they'll start to contact you when they can no longer feel that pull. When a bunch of negative people get together and talk about a positively charged person energetically, it does drain that one person. It does. It drains that person. So you can't allow them to do that. And, you know, they'll do it for years and years and years and years and years. And it does lower your frequencies, but only temporarily. I don't think God is going to sit there and allow those people to continue to do that to you. So this is what a lot of people are experiencing. And it's not just me. I have seen tons of people experiencing that when people become upset. In fact, people that it is happening to, they do it to others, and they find themselves attracted to families where this is happening because it's happening to them. And it literally doesn't help their situation. If anything, it makes it worse. It just makes them feel better about what's happening in their own lives. That's why we got the whole roast game and stuff on YouTube, because people think that this is going to be a good energy. It's going to be good energetically to hear someone else be talked about. And it's kind of like a never-ending cycle. It's really, really bad. So I'm just telling you guys that, you know, you do what you want to do as long as you don't involve me. I'm not, and I repeat, I refuse. I'm going to possibly have to come up with the whole concept. Maybe I'll even put it on the website about how your family members and people that you can't trust can siphon energy from you just by sitting around talking about you. Okay, in a negative way. At the time, it feels really, really good for them. But they do end up having a drop. They end up having a drop. If you guys are wondering what I am inhaling, it's mullein leaf because it helps to clear out congestion. Look it up. I'm going to do more research on this before I come back and talk to you, but there's something, and this is like an old, I think it may be hoodoo or voodoo or whatever it is, I don't know what it is, where, you know, several people, they sit around, they talk about you as negatively as possible, and I can pick up on that. My spirits can pick up on it. So Spirit said, look, these people are going to have to get violently ill the next time they do it. So maybe they'll learn a lesson to sit around. Because they're doing it with the intent of harming you. They're doing it with the intent. And you know what? Families like this, they've experimented on you already. As a baby, as a young child, they have experimented on you, and they've noticed that this affects you. They've noticed how it's negatively affected you. Heard me? So, you know, for me, I don't deal with people that I can't trust. This is what you have to understand. You need to stick with the people that you can trust, the people that have your best interests at heart. Not a person, just because they're your family, doesn't mean you can trust them. It doesn't mean that you should trust them. And it doesn't mean join them and go along with the get along, because you're going to end up killing yourself doing that. Hey, Robin. People are miserable and have no souls these days under the rule of evil. Yeah, and you know what? Another thing is that you can be born into a family of people without souls. Absolutely. I can detect and pick up on if somebody has no soul. I can. And, you know, some people that don't have a soul, they're like a blank slate. It's almost like they're... I don't want to get into that, but because that's just going a little bit too far. But I will tell you that there are people, hey, baby, stop doing that. It is a technique that people use to siphon energy, and it is disgusting. It is a very, very disgusting way of either trying to place somebody under some kind of demonic mind control, to where, like, I know for a fact the way my family sat around and talked about me. You know, they talked about my children. Oh, she's going to harm her, even though I've never, ever shown any signs, because this is their witchcraft. This is how they practice. So I don't know why Spirit didn't. I think that they were trying to think of something, you know, particularly evil to do this Halloween. And Jacob, stop flicking the lights. Mama. And I think that is why. I think that is why Spirit. Hold on, guys. I think that is why Spirit wanted me to completely screw these people. And I'm not talking about you just gonna get a headache. You say anything negative about me with the intent, even if it's not with an intent of hurting me, you say anything negative about me and you will get sick. Right up in your heart chakra. The spirits really, really want these people to stop doing that. I don't know why they started doing that. Who knows? It may be because of a very, very jealous older woman, possibly my mother. But spirits is gonna start taking them out if they do it. So this is why on a Friday night I don't feel any of that tension and stress from those people. And these are supposed to be family members. These are supposed to be people that you can trust. And you can't trust them. Hey! Spray that, baby. Alright, y'all, I'm outside lighting my pumpkins. If you want me to do that spell for you, I can. Oh shit, a bit like 2 or 3 big ass like bugs inside of my damn. I hate when they do that. Get out of there. Get out of there, nasty asses.
Oh, didn't.
They like to go in your pumpkins and shit. There's probably more in there too. Bastards. Look, they won't even get out of it. Go away. Those are my pumpkins. Go away. They're mine. Go get my broom, Jacob. Can you go get my broom, baby? Go get mama's broom. They probably all up in here.
What?
There's probably more in there. Yeah, guys, over here in Georgia, there's like these fucking huge fucking like water bugs, and they're fucking huge. Hold on, let me go get my tongs. I don't know who is up on my porch and knocking over shit. I gotta get my tongs, y'all. So it's real convenient to have enemies online, but people that are very cunning can do that. We're going to make sure that those people are not able to do that anymore.
Wow.
That's the most disgusting thing. And you know what? They usually do it while they're drinking alcohol also, which makes it even more demonic and even more devastating. Because they're all drunk and demonic. And you know how drinking opens up doors for demons. That's why I don't drink. These people insist on drinking. They're addicted to alcohol. And, you know, literally addictions like that will leave you empty and soulless. Get out of there. See, there's another one in there. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn on the flash.
Wow.
Yep. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you the advice that I would say is to not acknowledge them at all. I will be doing a psychic vampire show later. Hey, can you go in the house because you don't have any pants on, baby? You just have your drawers on. Good Lord, these gnats is all over this damn thing. Gnats and bugs and all kind of stuff. All right, here's the last one. Yep, one of them was in there. I should have put some sulfur inside of here. Would have kept the bugs out. I think I might put some sulfur in there. Jake,
What?
can you please go in the house out here with just your drawers on? They big mad about that too. Well, then why don't you, instead of, and these are the type of people that have to sit around and talk about other people to feel better about themselves. find another way to feel better about your life. How about that? Instead of getting mad at people. And see, the thing of it is that y'all thought that it was just the live shows that they were doing. No. No. The live shows was letting me know it was a symptom of what was going on. Come on, sweetie. Come on. All that live stuff, that ain't nothing compared to what some people, and then they're irrelevant. The person that just came in here is irrelevant. Very irrelevant and sick. Come on, sweetie. So, yeah, that's the whole point of it. The whole point. And you just have to know what's going on. I've seen people do it. And I think it's evil. You know what? I really honestly, and I know exactly what these people do. It's my family that does it. It is. It's my family members. You're disgusting. They are, and they know they are, and they're very, very, very demonic. We serve the Most High in this house. Okay? But yeah, I think it's an example of low magic, a low magic ritual. Depending on how drunk and demonic they are, you can pick up on it a little bit more. I have no doubt in my mind that I'll survive it. I have no doubt in my mind. Why? Because God said. I had one of them call me today. And I was actually shocked. They do get the younger people in the family involved with their fuckery, though, by offering them iPhones and shit. You better be careful what you do for an iPhone, what you're willing to do for free electronics. It's not worth it. I mean, I'm just telling you, honestly, it's not worth it to get a free electronic. Fucking with me can be dangerous to your health. Because I'm over here getting stronger and stronger and better. I seriously did have a little bit of adrenal fatigue, and that was because I was smoking cigarettes. Cigarettes cause adrenal fatigue. So, cigarettes was very bad for me. And I don't know, I can pick up on it a little bit easier now. But literally the spell work that I've done has cut out a lot of it, and they know that they better not dare do it anymore. That's the whole thing. And I'm not trying to scare anybody. You should be scared, though. You should be ashamed of yourself to sit around and tell lies about a person and want to believe that it's true. It's almost like a weird fantasy football that they were playing. And it's just so sick to me. It really is. So a lot of you needed to hear what was happening to me because it's happening to a lot of you as well. A lot of you are dealing with this. As I'm not the only one. A lot of people would like you to believe, well, you're the only one that's going through this. It's like, no, honey, no. No. So, yeah. But anyway, as I was saying about the virtual reality versus your real life, for people to sit online, like, you know how the trolls will, call CPS and, these people don't have a real life. You have a real life. And you know what was crazy? And it was, come on, baby, come in here. God damn, we got 4 bags back there. You know what was crazy? Is that these people watched Daddy 05 for over a year where kids were actually being abused. And they did nothing. They did. I swear to God. When you go and look at Daddy 05, it was obvious that he was abusing those kids. And the mother was abusing them too. The mother-in-law, the stepmother. And then what he did was he gave the kids back to the mother and said nothing about them. So society supports men abusing children that they may consider illegitimate. What the hell? Oh my God. Ty. Society supports men abusing children from a previous relationship that they consider to be illegitimate. It was absolutely the most disgusting thing I'd ever seen in my life. So I don't know. I wish that I would have done my spell work prior, because it's a lot of things that I've had to deal with.
New message is received from Jared.
You know. So, yeah. And there was a lot of people that was really literally like you gonna learn a lesson from being that evil. A lot of people attacked me. They didn't even know me. They just went by. People in general will go along with some evil ass shit. And you gonna learn a lesson, ain't you? Oh, baby, wash your hands. You gonna learn a lesson from all of that. Okay? And a lot of these men out here, you want to dog out, you know, women because we're not white or we don't have blonde hair. Well, then take your ass on somewhere then. It's really sad. I don't trust like a lot of these men that we're dealing with out here either. Don't trust them. They're disgusting. They're absolutely disgusting. Weak and weak-minded and disgusting. Okay? And like literally, I'm pissed off. I am contacting. Hey, y'all think that a whole 2 years of terrorizing my family, you're not gonna suffer some kind of? You're gonna fucking suffer for what you did to my family for 2 or 3 years. Yeah, you are. You're gonna suffer some kind of justice, either in the legal system or somewhere else in your life. I promise you. These people thought that it was a fucking game. Literally living in virtual reality. I have real children with real feelings, and we are all real over here. Where are you coming from? Where is your mind at to where you just gonna treat people as if they are like video game participants? This is very dangerous out in social media. And I'll take you down to Chinatown is where you're gonna end up going. You might as well just consider me to be Jack Burns, goddammit. I'ma take your ass to Chinatown. You understand me? And I can't stand a weak-minded ass man that puts his children in jeopardy and puts children in jeopardy just to prove a fucking point. You gonna get yours too. You gonna all get yours. Accept it and live with it. And move on. Quit trying to defend yourself. The only thing you can do at this point is bow down to God and apologize. If you can't do that, then you are going to lose your fucking life. And don't get mad at me because of that. You can't. I can heal from your psychic attacks. I've done it before. I can heal from the things that you've done. Do you think that I ever once believed any of the fucking stupid shit that you said about me or to me? Do you think that knowing who I am for the past 40 fucking years, even if you like literally is sad. I feel sad for these people. Then sitting up here telling you, look, I've been through this before. I've been through the program before. Can't you get? And they just wouldn't listen. Okay, well, fine. Throw your life away then. Throw your life away and keep fronting as if you are so fucking happy. Like literally, I went on vacation to rest. And this person is so devoid of life within itself that it had to come on here and say, oh, I'm taking a luxurious vacation in October. Yes, I'm going on a leave. It's like, why are you competing with me if I'm not shit to you? It's sad. It really is. And you know what? It's not that we practice witchcraft. It's that when you do practice the craft, the spirits show you who is evil and who is not in your life. It does. Spirits show you. So a lot of people can't handle their evil. This is why they don't contact you. This is why. And they're afraid. They're afraid of the spell work that you can do. They're afraid of the karma. They're completely out of control because they continue to do the sick shit that they do. So I don't know what to tell people these days. Quit drinking. Quit drinking. See, a lot of times when a person has been drinking for years and years, they can't get off of alcohol. Why do you keep letting that down, baby? Oh. It's adjustable. Yeah, when you are positively charged energetically, and I'm going to go over to the other channel and talk about energy vampires. When you are positively charged energetically, very negative people who are either sick, depressed, unhappy in general, the way that they siphon energy out of you is by talking about you. And there is a spell for that. I call it the poison ivy spell. I might go ahead and put that up on the website. And what this spell consists of is that if you are, now it doesn't change your energy at all to the people that you want to give it to. But people that are harmful to you, when they try to siphon energy from you, it will make them sick. It's almost like, and I think I'm gonna go upstairs, and I think that's all a part of the story of Poison Ivy as to why she even changed into Poison Ivy. Oh, it's so wonderful being a witch because, you know, and these people know it. They know that by you being a witch, that you can defend yourself, and that's why they want to discourage you from being a witch. Okay? All that Christianity, Jehovah's Witness, that's a cover. That's they don't even believe in that shit. They don't even believe in Jesus. Please believe that. Okay? The only reason why they may believe in Jesus is because if Jesus did exist, he was very, very positively charged. And when they killed him, they took his blood and they took his energy. So his suffering is what sustained these very vampiric people. But when you think about people like that exist, you have to defend yourself. Turn yourself into poison ivy. And this way, when those people are trying to harness your fucking energy, they will get sick instantly. Okay? Now, they can talk about you all they want, and it depends on certain people that they talking to also. You're going to get sick. If it's not instantly, then it may be it may happen in not retrograde, but it may happen, within a few hours. And as soon as they do it, when they have one of their sessions, it's not like you think it is. It's not just getting on the phone or getting on a hangout and saying, oh, this bitch, shut the fuck up. No, it's when they take their time to sit down and concentrated effort to talk about you for hours and hours, for at least 10, 20, 30 minutes. This is when that shit's gonna hit them, and very, very heavily. Now, when you do this to them, you have to be careful not to call their name or talk about them. It's like they don't even exist to you. Let them go. Let them go. And you don't forgive them. Remember on the movie The Craft when them bitches tried to come to her and say, hey, you want to call the corners or something? You want to call the corners or something? She was like, didn't you try to kill me? They was like, oh, yeah, well, we were just, And she was like, hold your breath until I call. Okay, and guys, I did make it rain. It was like 24 hours. I think it's getting ready to rain outside finally. And I think we were forecasted for some rain on Saturday and Sunday anyway. Go figure. Thank you, God, for the rain. I can't wait till it comes down. I think I'm going to go out in it when it does rain. I'm going to go outside and get like a bath. Taking a rain bath is the best bath ever. It is the best bath ever. Okay, because that rain has natural sulfur in it. And it's not the same as the sulfur that you get. No, I'm not sulfur. It is sulfur. It's MSM. It's good for your body. It's not the same sulfur that you get with your witchy supply. But some people do use sulfur on their hair or their skin. So, but that stuff that I use to dress my candles is very highly flammable. I wouldn't put that stuff near your face. Or I've seen recipes and remedies and stuff with it. You know, it just depends on what it is. But yeah. And a lot of people will say, well, oh my God, so now you're really, and they'll try to tell you, no, this is for my enemies. This is going to be for your enemies. So I will be going to the other channel and talking about this poison ivy spell. Because, boy, you should see them, boy. They get into it. You can just hear, you can just feel the energy. You can see the energy when they get into it. And guess what? They're sending all that shit to you. When they get on the phone, they be like, and half the shit they, like 99% of the shit they are saying is not real. It's not actually reality, but it's the output of energy. It's when 1 to 2 to 3 witches are talking about you. And you know what? That kind of makes you a goddess or a god. Okay, because you know what they say when you talk about God, or you know how they say about Jesus, if one or more persons talk about him or her, that person is within your presence. So they're doing it to get your energy. But if the next time they do it, because they're draining you, trust me, they're draining you and they're defaming you. When they get to doing it and they get all into it and all of a sudden they feel that green smog come in and they can't breathe, and their eyes get to burning, and their throat get to locking up on them, then they'll know not to do that anymore. I think that you should do that spell as soon as you become a witch. I think you should do that spell as soon as you become a witch. Maybe even get you a doll and wrap yourself in poison ivy or like blue ivy or ivy, some kind of plant. So yeah, that shit is very important. Okay, you got to think, how do these famous people protect themselves? Are we living in a simulation? No, this is all real. Some people are living in a simulation. No, some people are. It depends on if you choose it. If you choose to live within that simulation, then you will. But literally, come on, y'all. One person up against like 50. Come on now. And then you gonna call somebody a punk? The fact that they were meaning for you to die or kill yourself means that you the shiznick. You the shit. You the bomb. You the shit. Because they literally want you to kill yourself. I'm not fake Dr. Phil Jr. I am very, very much real. My spiral is real. My heart is real. You know, everything that I talk about is real. My children are real. That's why I got the stretch marks and my boobs are a little saggy. Yeah. Yeah, it makes you a very real person when things are not fake all around you. So, no, don't believe that stuff. It depends on how you see it. I don't believe that we're all laying down somewhere asleep underground and all of this is, because why would they do that? For what? What would be the point of existing? So, no, I don't believe that the movie The Matrix is real. No, I don't. I believe that it's a very good movie concept. I believe that what they were talking about metaphorically was very, very real as far as us being used for energy or for batteries. Okay, but if you a goddamn poison battery, they won't do it, because I don't want nobody using my energy for nothing else. People may use your energy for whatever purpose they want to use it. Maybe they're trying to use your energy to attract men. Maybe they're trying to use your energy to feel better. Okay, and that again, energy vampire. It's not like, why should you have to give up your energy or your essence or your consciousness just so this person can feel better about themselves? Because in reality, people can come online, people can post on Facebook, they can say, oh my God, I'm so happy. Oh my God, but then they're not happy. So this is when they have to have a host or somebody to siphon energy from. And this is why they get on the phone with people and they talk for hours, and they really get into it. I mean, and it just, it's very parasitic. And you know what? People will pay good money to people that will sit there on the phone. People will pay good money to people to sit there and just talk about you, especially if it's a family member of yours. Because that's the closest that they have to you. Especially if it's your twin flame. If your twin flame is allowing people to siphon energy from you through them, then you have to do this. You don't want to hurt your twin flame, because that hurts you. Okay, it does. So nobody should be doing spiritual work on your soulmates or your twin flames, because you can hurt yourself doing that. That's stupid. If you get on the phone with somebody and says, yeah, go ahead and hurt my twin flame or my soulmate, you're fucking suicidal. That person needs to cut you off and bind you. Okay? But, exactly. A lot of people on Facebook, hey, Rational Thought. Rational Thought said a lot of people on Facebook front like they're happy, but they're not. Yep. So for me, I started going through adrenal fatigue, and I wondered why. And it's all relevant and it's all good, trust me, because I've had this adrenal fatigue before. It's caused by cigarettes. It's caused by stress. The cigarettes was actually the gateway for the demons to get in. That's why they got upset when I quit smoking. Okay, that's why they began to attack me and, try to make me start smoking again, because that was their gateway. Okay, so, there's a lot of things that you can't do. I don't fast a lot. Cigarettes actually make you fast. Those cigarettes mess up your appetite. So yeah, it was still the cigarettes, whatever, because I was like kind of fasting all day and then eating once a day. Yeah, go figure. I know. That's why I'm taking vitamins and all of that. But mainly getting nutrition from food. But I was not fasting a lot at all. I don't know. Dr. Phil Jr., why did you think I was fasting a lot? I don't fast a lot. In fact, I eat a lot. That just happened like the past month or so. And I threw the cards, and I know why that happened, but the person, it's fine. You have no idea what this person is going to go through. I've actually seen people do fucked up shit to people, and that's how people end up with all sorts of cancers and fucked upness about themselves. So, adrenal fatigue is not that big of a deal. A lot of people go through that. It has nothing, it's not going to make me sick. I'm not going to die or anything like that. It's just when your body, and nicotine does that to you. It was the nicotine. And then I think it was also maybe I was low on iron. And then also stress. Being under stress, with my job, trying to do my job and manage a bunch of people that are sick. I'm still managing a family full of people that are suffering from mental illness and alcoholism, even though I am all the way over here. So yeah, people were truly correct in what they were saying. It doesn't matter where you live at, you're still the person that you are, absolutely. But it does kind of cut down on it. It does buffer it a whole lot. Okay, but this is the whole thing. Like, a lot of these people don't realize that you do realize that you are going to succumb and reap what you sow, just for the things that you've done. Nobody out there is powerful enough to make me sick. Okay, that's first of all. That's what this stupid idiot was trying to do. She's not powerful enough to make me sick. Okay, that would be something that maybe my mother would be powerful enough to do. Okay, so this is why this is why every precaution has been taken. And if you are somebody that has people that do that kind of low magic, okay, which is talk for hours and hours and hours, they're really projecting. It's very reptilian. They're really projecting, though. If you have that kind of situation, you do have to take precautions when you, especially if you're doing spiritual work. Okay? Because as soon as you start doing witchcraft, they're going to start doing witchcraft on you. Why, I don't know. I have no idea. But they were doing it before you got into it. I remember years and years ago, I could hear them. Some of you may be reptilian hybrids. Your mother could be a reptilian and your father may not be. So it's a possibility. Okay? You think Donna is reptilian? Her husband grew back. That's funny. I don't think she's reptilian. Anyway, what I was gonna say to you guys, I know somebody that is reptilian. I know a couple of reptilians. I don't fuck with them either. It's specific characteristics and traits of reptilians. Number one, they have no empathy. They're very cold-hearted and cold-blooded. They don't give a shit. That's the first sign of a reptilian. And they project a lot. They're always going around talking about snakes and snakes in the grass when they're some of the worst. Okay? And then also they have emotionless sex. There's a lot of symptoms of a reptilian being. So yeah, unfortunately, you know, some people are reptilians. Okay, so. I mean, you may be one. Hell, I could be part reptilian. We all have a little bit of that. You know, I don't know. I think that we all have a little bit of it in our system, but some of us have more light energy. I have a lot of light energy. I do. And so this is why I go live more often. And I hate it when I go live because this is one of their sources of food. This is how they feed. They feed off of that. For example, the person that was in here a few minutes ago, as soon as I started talking about a certain subject, this person decided to come in and try to feed. As you can see, I'm really going to practice not feeding them any energy at all because they don't deserve it. You know, there's like literally, I mean, for you to do the shit that you're doing when literally you can go and fucking brew a pot of tea to get the same energy that you're trying to get from me, it just really pisses me off. Or either doing meditation to try to fix your brain so that you can stop doing that shit. Okay, so some people are not reptilian. Some people are just really fucked up bad people. They're energy vampires. A vampire and a reptile is two different things. Okay, but reptilians can harness your energy. To be honest with you, reptilians eat people. Reptilians like to eat and drink blood. Okay, they like to eat human flesh. So I don't know about that. I've never wanted to eat a human being or anything like that. I mean, I've loved people so much that I just want to bite them sometimes, but That's affection. I will bite people. Not hard, but I will bite people. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like, you know, little bite. But that poison ivy spell is very good to do. Because, and I know it's scary as hell because that's how they've been getting their energy and their motivation. It's what makes them get up in the morning. And you know what? If people are going to do you like that and leave you fatigued and depressed, why should you feel bad and not do something about it? They'll try to make you feel bad about it. When they start to get tired, sick, and depressed, and they'll blame it on you. They still don't see it. It's like, well, what were you doing? This is why when people contact me for readings, this is the first thing I will ask you when I look at your cards. Especially if I see the Seven of Swords and the Moon card. I'll say, are you gossiping? And they'll say, oh, no. Or are you sure? Oh, well, it is a couple of people, you know, but I think gossip is harmless. Gossip is made up of lies and bad energy and desperation. So why would you gossip about another person? And you know that like 99% of that shit ain't true. And you know that it is a spiritual crime to gossip about somebody. Okay, and when you come and get readings, I can see that. I can see what you're doing to fuck yourself over. And when I see that, I'll see a magician, and and sometimes the cards will tell me exactly what's going on. You sitting on the phone or either in person, and you're gossiping in a very negative manner. You're using witchcraft because your tongue is your most fiercest weapon. You're using witchcraft, but you're doing dirty magic on someone that you shouldn't be. I can see when that practitioner has done a poison ivy spell. It's a poison ivy boomerang spell is what I call it. When you have those kind of people coming for you, that is literally the only way. Now you can go and you can, you know, you can use a beef tongue. You can put them in the freezer. But in my opinion, that doesn't help in some cases. Okay, some people don't respond to those things because they typically really have no beef with you. You're just food to them. Dr. Phil, you're funny. So, yeah, that's what I would do. And I can see it in the spell work. And I'll be like, well, there's a person here. And then I'll look at your spirits and I'm like, you need to get away. Like, I'll tell people straight the fuck up. You need to get away from these people that are, you know, giving you bad energy. Well, what do you mean? Well, because they're bad people. They're talking about somebody. They're trying to harm another person and it's rubbing off on you and it's affecting you. And then sometimes literally, I can see the practitioner has done that. And spirits will make it happen. They will. And you'll notice that you notice how people will stop talking about you, but then they'll try to do it in private. You can't even do it in private. Oh, Jacob, you want some pudding? Okay, we're about to eat some pudding, y'all. I think we're going to eat the banana cream pie pudding. You finally get some rest and you've, you know, been through the things. And so, like, literally before I erect a coven, you know, I needed to do these things. But when you are busy and you have children and you live a very, very real life with real children in a real family, you know, things sometimes slip through the cracks. The spirits gave me that ritual and they said, do it now. And I feel so much better. I do. A lot of those psychic attacks are gone. The problem is that it is very powerful magic and baneful magic that can kill somebody. Okay, it can kill somebody, and it has. It has killed people because there's some people that are completely out of control. This is when you have to practice self-control. There is like nobody in this world that I am that fucking into that I'm going to sit up there and just continue to talk shit about and lie about, especially when you're telling lies. Lies, guys, have a lot of negative karma with them. They do. They do. You have to start being more responsible with your karma. Here, Bobby. Look, y'all, my baby got the cutest little Mickey Mouse spoon.
No.
Yes, you do, baby. It's a little spoon. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. And I'm going to go up here and get some fucking rest, okay? Because it's like literally when they know they can't get the energy the other way, they'll try to go in through the back door. So I've had somebody draining me for the past couple of days, draining me. They do it through the kids. They do it through all sources of ways. And literally whenever I'm on the phone with somebody, whenever I'm talking to somebody, I am protecting myself from all energy. Okay, because it is very, very venomous. And I shouldn't have to deal with it. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just telling you. So I'll talk about this more on the other channel because I will be doing a hangout about this. Good grief. And I keep getting this hyperpigmentation. It sucks so bad, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Namaste.